Have y'all ever had that one classmate who's always yapping in class, and then your teacher gets tired of it? I remember my teacher having a huge crash out at this one kid, so bad that her face literally went red like a tomato. At least that teacher was usually pretty normal, like most others. But some teachers
are just straight up evil.
And guys, that's why today we'll be going over some of the worst incidents caused by teachers. We've got everything from teachers murdering their students' parents to another one setting on a kindergarten kid until they suffocated to death. So if y'all think your teacher isn't like these, then make sure to like and subscribe. Do you guys get grades yet? I've had a bunch of times where I just thought the teacher didn't like me or something, so they gave me a bad grade. Usually it's not that they hate you, it's because they thought you cheated. This student failed her art assignment because the teacher thought it was stolen. But y'all, this student got her revenge, and in the funniest way possible. Take a look.
Sometimes teachers suck. The person that shared this story said that when she was in high school, she was one of the best art students in the school. Well, one of the assignments was that they had to design something on the computer and email it to the teacher. Well, one day in a different class, she was called down to the office.
Kayla Anderson, please come to the principal's office.
In the office was her principal, Kayla, have a seat, and her art teacher.
Hi, Kayla. Hi, what's going on? Well, I got your homework that you emailed, the graphic design project. Something was off, so I ran it in a reverse Google search.
Yes, and don't even try to deny this. We caught you red-handed.
What? That's impossible. I made that myself.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Well, how come I found it on a random artist website? What is the website? Not like it matters. Read me the website. Okay, whatever. You plagiarized your project from KaylaJohnsonArt.com. Yeah, that's my website, you
Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. That teacher got what she deserved. Like, how are you gonna fail someone when they literally made that from scratch? Like, how did they not see the link as well? Good thing that the student stood her ground. And guys, that's why, even though many teachers are smart, they're not always right. Anyways, have y'all ever had a fight in your class? I've had my classmates throw chairs and stuff at each other. Like, some kids are just crazy sometimes. But of course, a teacher came and calmed the situation. But that might not always be what happens. This substitute teacher actually forced the kids to fight each other. Like, she forced them to fight to the death in the classroom. Take a look.
I do not want this on record.
A substitute teacher in Texas was caught on video allegedly encouraging middle school students to fight in their classroom. Nearly 10 minutes of video recorded by a student shows two fights. The teacher starts by warning kids not to film with their phones.
I'm gonna take it away, and I'll send it to the office, and then you'll pay for it.
She tells one student to stay on guard.
Stand by that door and hold it in case somebody comes in.
And tells another to put 30 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds. When starts the clock, that's when it goes.
After the first two students fight, classmates say that at least one of them is bleeding.
Is he really?
The substitute responds by hushing the class and saying,
Play again if you're talking.
the substitute, who hasn't been named, was fired last week, and the district sent the matter to police.
What did she think was gonna happen? Of course they're gonna get hurt when you literally make them fight. Thank God she was fired. And that student is very brave for filming the whole incident like that. Like, if she got caught by that teacher, I think the teacher would probably beat her up. What would y'all do if this happened in your class? Like, I'd like to say I'd speak up, but I don't know if I'm that brave. I'd be really scared that teacher would do weird stuff to me. Alright, Vanilla Beans, this next one just makes my blood boil. Like, literally boil. Or rather, burn. Because this next student literally got set on fire at school. Like, how does that even happen? Do you think they had a bad science teacher or something? Let's take a look together.
A 15-year-old Canadian girl was just lit on fire at her high school. She had liquid poured onto her head, which was then lit on fire. Multiple teachers ran out of a classroom to save her, and she's now in an Edmonton hospital in serious condition. And a 14-year-old student at the Saskatoon High School is now facing charges for attempted murder, aggravated assault, and arson.
Oh my god, guys, that person setting her on fire is a straight psychopath. Like, who suddenly thinks of pouring flammable liquids on top of another person? and setting them on fire. And in broad daylight too. Thank God the teachers were there to save her though. Not all teachers are bad, guys. Most are actually good people. Alright, Vanilla Beans, this next teacher is just heartless. If y'all have ever missed an assignment for some reason, maybe you were sick or something, you know that, usually for me at least, the teacher is pretty chill about it and just gives you extra time. Especially if you have like a valid reason, like getting injured or a family member dying. Well, that's not how it turned out for this kid, y'all. This kid got treated so horribly, I get so mad just by seeing it.
Dumbest things people got in trouble for at school. In middle school, this kid's grandma had just passed away, and it was his first day back after the funeral. This is kind of what happened. Did everyone turn their homework in? I only count 17. And there's 20 of us, so who didn't turn their homework in? I didn't. And why didn't you turn it in, Kyle? Did you even do it? You should know this. My grandma just died and I was at her funeral over the weekend. I'm sorry, but I wasn't thinking about homework. Well, that's a shame, Kyle. I'm giving you a 0 for the entire week. Are you dead, Kyle? No. Homework is more important than funerals, as long as you're alive. Well, that pissed him off and he lost his mind. You are an absolute My grandma just died. She was my favorite person in the entire world, and I was at her funeral over the weekend, and now you're punishing me for not doing some stupid math assignment? Screw you! I wish you died instead of my grandma. That's it! Go to the office right now. Good heavens. He explained what happened to school administration, but nobody cared. He was suspended for a week.
Nah, that's crazy. No one cared? I definitely think he shouldn't have been suspended. I mean, it is a bit crazy to tell your teacher you wish they died, but in that situation, I can kinda understand why he crashed out. Like, why did the teacher have to get all personal about the homework assignment like that? Like, it's not that big a deal. He can easily just do the homework later. Vanilla Beans, these last incidents have been pretty harmless, especially compared to this next one. Teachers are usually pretty nice and innocent people, probably the most innocent. Like, they get paid really badly and they help kids. It's a pretty noble job to have. This doesn't apply to all teachers, of course, because this teacher did something unthinkable, like certified psychopath stuff, literally. Watch this, guys.
Did you know that a young couple was tragically unalived while hiking with their loved ones by a teacher? In late July 2025, a 28-year-old Arkansas teacher allegedly ambushed Clinton Brink, 43, and Kristen Brink, 41, as they walked through Devil's Den State Park. Kristen managed to guide her companions to safety before returning to help her husband, but neither parent survived. Their loved ones were able to run for help, sparking one of the most chilling manhunts in recent memory. After 5 days, police tracked down and arrested Andrew James McGann, detained mid-haircut at a Springdale barbershop. McGann, a teacher licensed in Arkansas, Texas, and Oklahoma who had recently moved to the area and not yet started work, admitted involvement in the case. DNA evidence matched him, and he showed fresh wounds consistent with a struggle. Investigators described the attack as seemingly random, yet carefully planned, and prosecutors intend to pursue the maximum penalty. The Brinks had just relocated from South Dakota, leaving a stunned community asking how someone so ordinary could be linked to something so dark.
Why would he do that? There must have been some motivation, right? I guess some people just kill randomly? Let's just pray that he gets like 6,000 years in prison. I would not want to live anywhere near such a monster. Think about that poor kid that lost both his parents. Can y'all imagine if y'all's parents died? I'd be so sad. I love them so much. Let's stay on the topic of teachers that are just out of their minds. You'll know how there are some words that you just shouldn't say. Like, if you say them, people will hate you. Like the C word and the F word, and especially the N word. Like, if one of my friends said that, I'd think of them so much differently. Like in an instant. That's probably also why teachers especially shouldn't say slurs like that, because the students might mimic it. But not all teachers are so considerate, guys. Like this teacher.
I was just thinking, dang, this teacher's out of her mind.
We're not showing her face or using her name, but this student, who is African American, says she shot this video in her language arts class at Sequoia Middle School in Fontana, showing her teacher using the N-word over and over and over again.
You asked me how to spell it, so go ahead and pronounce it. Pronounce it after me.
She was trying to force him to say the word, and she repeatedly kept saying it, and she had a smirk on her face.
Say it.
And how many times did she say it?
Probably, she said it a lot of times, probably like 15 or more.
How did the issue come up? Well, according to several students, the class was reading a Mark Twain novel when someone asked the teacher about the spelling of the N-word. That's what prompted this reaction from the teacher.
You can't do that, lady. Why does she want him to say it so bad? This has to be some kind of psychosis, guys. That's not normal. Like, he obviously does not want to say it. And it really seems like she loves to say it as well. It's just weird, guys. Never say slurs, guys. It can really mess up your friendships, and people will judge you for it. Just don't do it. Alright guys, have y'all ever had your teacher punish someone in class? Like, my elementary school teacher would lock the door so people who were late couldn't get in. I was late one time, and I was just forced to sit in the hall. It was a little embarrassing, since everyone was asking what I was doing sitting in the hallway. But this isn't even close to as bad as a punishment as this next incident. All I can say is the teachers treated their students like dogs. Take a look, guys.
Worst teachers of all time. A teacher at a school in Florida had a very specific way of disciplining students. If any student in this teacher's class would act up, the teacher would put a dog cone around their neck for the remainder of the class. She called it the
Cone of shame.
Some students said that she would even make kids wear it just for fun, even if they did nothing wrong. Well, eventually the school officials found out, and they fired this teacher.
A cone of shame? Why do some teachers just love choosing one kid that will get bullied by the rest of the class? Like, this is just straight up weird. That teacher has to have some kind of power fetish. She deserved to be fired. Okay guys, are you quick to leave when the school bell rings? Like, I was usually gone in the instant the bell rang. Like, bye girls, no more school for me. At that point of the day, everyone just wants to go home. But guys, apparently going out of class quickly can save your life, because you won't believe what happened to this girl who stayed at school.
A teacher stabbed her 8-year-old student to death in school. The 48-year-old teacher told police, quote, "I got annoyed just 3 days after returning to work. I didn't care who it was. I chose the last student to leave the after-school program and we would die together. I said I had a book to give her and took the student into the audiovisual room. I then strangled and stabbed her." So it happened this past Monday in South Korea when an 8-year-old girl is reported missing by her parents after she failed to show up to a private art class. Her parents said the little girl, whose name was Kim, was supposed to go to school that day, then stay at school for the after-school program, and then go to her art class. So when she didn't show up, her parents checked the location on her phone and realized she was still at school. So the grandma tracked the little girl to the second floor of her elementary school, where she found her on the floor with stab wounds to the neck and arm. Laying next to Kim on the floor is her 48-year-old teacher with self-inflicted knife wounds. Then police learned it was the teacher's third day back on the job after requesting a 6-month leave for severe depression, but she returned just 3 weeks after the request was granted. The teacher is now in police custody and has been charged with Kim's murder.
That's so sad, guys. Why would he kill her? Like, he probably wanted to take his own life, but why did you have to take someone with you? And she was so young too. I hope that little kid rests in peace. She would have probably been a great artist. Alright, Vanilla Beans, that was all I had for today. I hope you didn't get too scared of your teacher. They're probably a good and nice person. As always, stay safe, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!